Hi, this is Pat Hanahoe-Dosch, your professor again. I'm here today to talk to you about your poem number 2 assignment. In poem number 2, I've asked you to write a poem based on one of the following topics that I gave you in the handout. The only rules are the same as before. 1, it may not rhyme, no rhyme. Be able to explain your line breaks. 2, almost every line must contain at least one specific concrete word. 3, there must be at least one clear concrete image in the poem. And 4, you may not use cliches. No cliches. And should add to that, no trite language either. Trite language isn't exactly a cliche, which is an expression, but trite language is language that we use all the time together. And again, it's overused. So something like the azure blue sky or fluffy clouds or that kind of thing. 5, avoid sentimentality. Again, try to keep your poem true to its subject and the real emotions beneath it. Okay, so here are the topics. Read over your poems in the textbook, Poetry 180. Locate one or more image within the poems. Maybe the best part of this might be to pick a poem that you really like and pick out an image from that poem. Ask yourself what that image symbolizes in the poem and why the poet is using that symbol. How did that poet create the image so we understand that it is a symbol, and write a poem using that image in it somewhere, but making it symbolize something relevant to you? A symbol is something that stands in for something else, and that's what images do, and that's why they're so important. So you have these concrete descriptions or sensory images that somehow symbolize something deeper. An image is larger than just a typical symbol, which might be something like the flag, for example, in America symbolizes patriotism, and so on and so forth. An image is something deeper, like the picture of a house, maybe the house you grew up in. That image might symbolize home for you, safety, security, any number of things. And that's what an image does. So look for an image in one of the poems that you like in that book. Look at how the author uses that image, and then think about what some kind of image like would work for you. What kind of image stands out in your life that you would want to use as some form of symbol. The next topic is to think about an object in your home, office, or school that has particular meaning to you, positive or negative. Is that object symbolic to you, and if so, why? Write a poem about it with that object as the image. So, for example, maybe a textbook has a certain symbolism to you, or maybe some kind of pen you use. I don't know. Something in your home, maybe something must be symbolic. Maybe somebody gave you a gift, and that particular gift is symbolic to you of that friendship. But the important thing here is to think of some kind of an image that works symbolically for you. And then the last topic is think about a place, scene, or picture that struck you as meaningful when you saw it. What was meaningful about it? What was striking about it? And write a poem using that as the image. So clearly what I'm after here is for you to work on using imagery, because imagery is crucial to poetry and also other forms of writing. It's particularly crucial to poetry, but it is also very important to all forms of writing. So I want you to really think about how you're using imagery in your poem and to really focus on an imagistic poem, one that uses imagery really effectively. An example of a really imagistic poem is one that's in your Natalie Goldberg book, Writing Down the Bones. In it, I forget which chapter it is, but in it she talks about the William Carlos Williams poem about so much depends upon a red wheelbarrow, right? And she gives you the poem and talks about it. And she, of course, claims that you shouldn't look beyond the meaning of it, blah, blah, blah. That's not really true. It has a lot of meaning for the poet and the speaker in the poem, and for readers as well. But ultimately, it's about the image. What does the image mean to you when you look at that image in the same way that you would look at a painting with that image? So think about the image and how it works here in this poem. Okay, and again, if you have any questions or problems or comments, please make sure you contact me. Okay? Talk to you later.